All right, we are here at the Montreal International Game Summit, and I've just played this incredible zombie game from the folks at Aperium. Jonathan, co-founder of Aperium. How you doing, Jonathan?
Not too bad, yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so hyped because of this game that we just played.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
I really enjoyed it. But first off, tell me about Aperium, your company. Very new, right?
Yeah, so Aperium, we've only been around for a few months. It's a company that's founded in July, and essentially what we've been doing is we're trying to solve the problem when it comes to locomotion in virtual reality. Yeah. We want to create a virtual reality experience where you can jump into this virtual world, you can explore that world, you can make it your own, you can call it your home.
I'm telling you, I felt like I was in that world. Fighting those zombies, when I had to walk across that, what was that thing that I had to walk across?
Well, so there's this point where there's a bridge and the bridge is broken and there's only a pipe where you have to cross, right? And so you really get this sense of vertigo. We have people who freeze there, they can't get across it.
I thought my life was in danger, I gotta be honest. So
it wasn't the zombies, it was the pipe.
It was going across it. I thought I'd fall off and die. It was that real. What goes into that? How do you make it so realistic?
Well, it's just a matter of matching reality in a number of different factors. So first of all, there's a lot of the work that's been done for us. I mean, we use the HTC Vive, which is a fantastic headset, which already tracks position. It gives you proper positional tracking. Yeah. But then after that, the idea is to mimic everything else the same way. So the crossbow feels like a real crossbow. In fact, it's built from a real crossbow. The treadmill, walking on the treadmill feels exactly like walking in reality. So the combination of all that, the brain gets tricked into thinking, well, this is now my reality.
Now, clearly this isn't for the home.
No,
you've got bigger aspirations than that. Where do you want to take Aperium?
So this is, what we design is commercial installations. So this is for location-based entertainment. So we're talking about arcades, we're talking about recreation centers. We're also talking about professional applications, so professional training, sales, that kind of thing.
Well, bringing the walking while you're doing it, looking around made it so much more real than other virtual reality.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
You really nailed it. Absolutely fantastic. You and your two other co-founders, how is it building something right here in Montreal?
Well, it's fantastic. The Montreal community, the gaming community in Montreal is huge, it's strong. We're helped by a number of people around us. Of course, we are only 3 people in the company itself, but we're not doing this alone. We do have a lot of partners, we do have a lot of friends, we do have a lot of people who are encouraging us and backing us in this project.
Jonathan, best of luck, best of success to you and the rest of Aperium. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm here at the Montreal International Game Summit, joined by John Campo from Minority Media, a virtual reality game studio here in Montreal. Good morning, John.
Good morning, good morning.
Listen, you got 40 employees here in Montreal. Tell me about the madness, the chaos that happens in a virtual reality studio.
It's pretty crazy. We have to deal with a lot of tech issues, a lot of problems related to tech. It changes every 6 months, so we got to adapt. We really have to make sure that the game works. Motion sickness is a big problem for us, so we have to make sure.
I want to talk about that motion sickness because we just played this tremendous game, which is called Chaos Jump Squad. I had an absolute blast. I didn't get any motion sickness.
That's good.
So what goes into that? What goes into making a game like this?
It's a lot of work just to make sure that people are comfortable. Comfort is one of our pillars. We need to make sure that people don't get sick, because when people get sick, it's a bad association to the game, basically. They won't want to play again, and it's a bad association to VR in general. Because one of the biggest issues, we want to raise the awareness of VR. We want to make sure that people know what it's about so that we can start adopting to the masses and they can get into home and all that. So developing this game, comfort is really important. The immersion is something else that really, for us, is really important to get into as well.
Tell me about the game that I just played for someone who's looking at it at home. What is this game about? What am I doing here?
This is a 4-player multiplayer game, basically, where it's a high simulator. So what we project people into is you're part of this squad, and you travel with this time machine in the middle, so which is sort of simulated by the 4 pieces standing, and you basically go through different time traveling experience. So through different dimensions, and the goal is to basically steal gold from this pirate ship for the time being. But the good thing with this game is you can adapt it to different environments.
And there's just virtual reality is so difficult to begin with. How is it designed a game that's multiplayer? You got to have 4 people working at the same time.
It's one of the reasons that VR is not there yet. It's because it's a very isolating experience, right? People get into the headset and they're like, they're into their own little bubble, into their own little world, so they don't see anything outside. What we want to do is break that immersion and then have more of a social experience. So in the game, you played it, so you know you can actually see your friends, do a thumbs up, do some high five, work together to basically have a great social experience.
What's next for Minority Media?
Next is we want to break more into that social aspect. We want to make sure that players have fun together and that they can actually bring it to the next level in terms of a complete VR experience.
John, it was an absolute blast. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you, Elias.
Awesome. Best of luck.